day. Well, I hope you study the Bible 24 hours a day, so to speak. In other words, the Bible is not just you take out the Bible and study it. God's Word is the foundation for our understanding of biology and geology and astronomy and anthropology and morality and everything. That's what we've got to understand. And as that foundation, you take the information God has given us and you put on a pair of glasses, which is really your worldview through which you look at the world. If you don't start from God's Word, then they start from man's word and they have a different set of glasses on. And so we have those who start from man's word and those who start from God's word, and we have this same world and we're living in this world. And what we see today happening is an incredible clash between those who are Christians and those who are not Christians. And that clash is up here at the worldview level because of the different foundations down here. And that's what I want to explain to us as we go on here. Now, there's another aspect of this. Many of you have been to the Creation Museum, and you know a centerpiece in the Creation Museum was the walk through the 7 C's of history. Creation, corruption, catastrophe, confusion, Christ, cross, consummation. That's Genesis to Revelation. Now, here's the interesting thing. As you walk through there, do you realize the first 4 C's, that's Genesis 1 to 11, that's the geological, biological, astronomical, anthropological history that's foundational to the rest of the Bible. Foundational to all of our doctrine. It's foundational to everything. And when we understand that, when we're starting from the Bible to build our thinking, we need to understand that Genesis 1 to 11, those first 4 C's, is the foundation for everything else. In other words, when we truly understand the Bible, Genesis 1 is the foundational information God has given us. It's foundational to the rest of the Bible, to our Christian worldview, to all doctrine, to the gospel, to everything. That is what it means to have a Christian worldview. Genesis 1 to 11 is the foundation. And you know, I find today that a lot of churches are more interested in Revelation than they are in Genesis. And in fact, there are churches that will have in their statement of faith that you must believe in a particular view of eschatology to be a member of that church. And in Genesis, you can, as long as you believe God created. But here's the point. And don't get me wrong, Revelation's in the Bible, so it's part of God's Word. It's an important book. But Revelation is not foundational to the rest of the Bible. Genesis 1 to 11 is. Revelation is not foundational to all your doctrine. Genesis 1 to 11 is. Revelation is not foundational to your Christian worldview. Genesis 1 to 11 is. In fact, Genesis 1 to 11 is foundational to the book of Revelation. In other words, even talking about a new heavens and new earth is because of what happened in Genesis 1 to 11. And one of the things we need to understand is the reason the church is in such a mess in our culture, in the Western world, is because they gave up, by and large, Genesis 1 to 11, which is the foundation for everything. So I'm challenging us, what is your worldview? And as we get into this, I wanted to give you some specific